ja, alles klar. Bayern München sind wunderbar. Latest round of picks coming at ya. Nee. That's right, folks. Back once again in our prediction video today before the match number 16 over in Germany, and we'll get to it in just 1 second. If you've been, smash your subscribe and get your bang of all things Blackburn related, Bundesliga related, World Football related. We're going to all hear, boys, under one rooski. That's right. Everybody knows, of course. Santa knows if you've been good or bad in the prediction league, and of course, we'll see who has been good and bad in the prediction league in just a second. Of course, big shout out to VIPs. They're the bloody patrons, guys. Thank you for your loving. Of course, behind the scenes, you could become the latest member of the gang. Of course, for as little as a can of Vimto. And these do come cheap, relatively cheap. Check out the link down below, of course, to support channel in another way. Let's get into it then, of course. Double match week over in the Bundesliga, so we're going to get these out there fast. Of course, games are starting tomorrow. So here we go. Recap the games, of course. Like I said, Bayern are fantastic, even though grinding out results 2-1 over Mainz. Of course, extend the lead now 6 points clear over Dortmund. Meanwhile, Gladbach, of course, fired their manager last. Did they fire? They didn't fire the manager, actually. Leipzig fired the manager, and of course they responded with a 4-1 win. Gladbach's manager could be next if they don't pull their finger out their arse there. 4-1 win for Leipzig. I did go with Leipzig. Meanwhile, Wolfsburg picked up a 2-0 loss against Stuttgart. Frankie picked up a 5-2 win over Leverkusen, big win for them. Freiburg lost to Hoffenheim. Of course, Freiburg were flying high. Hoffenheim are even higher now. Hertha BSC picked up a 2-0 win over Arminia. Bielefeld, of course, Augsburg bounced back with a 2-0 win over Köln. Surprise here, though. Bochum 1-1, of course, against Dortmund. And, of course, surprise at the bottom there. Greuther first win. Give them a bloody round of applause, guys. First win of the campaign. So well done, Greuther. Second look at the table, this is what it looks like. Of course, 6 points clear at the top of the table is Bayern, 37 points on the board. Of course, Gladbach all the way down to 13th. They need to sort that shit out. Of course, Greuther, of course, got their first point. Can they survive? They've got a lot of work to do, of course. But they could start right here, right now. If they win the next 2 games in this, like this week, midweek, and of course the weekend, by next Monday, of course, they could be out of it. They'll need a bit of a goal swing. But let's take a look at the grand scheme of things with the prediction league. Here you go. Take a bow. That's actually 5 years. Is that 5? Yannick Buster, Shepherd, Russell Frost, Anakim, and Carl Muckin, of course, got 4 out of 9 there. Not too shabby in the grand old scheme of things there. As there was quite a few results that were quite rough. No one thought about Greuther. No one thought about the Bochum result there. A couple of other ones as well. So well done to you guys, picking up 4. What else? What's that done to the overall grand scheme of things? Have a look at it. I believe Shepherd doing well, 74%, 74 picks, 73 up there. Nanakem's up there in second. Of course, Hansworth is in third in the bronze medal spot. But it could all change, of course, this week, and this week particular, of course, with 18 points on the offering. Of course, if you do fantastic yourself, you could replace Shepherd at the top of the table. But of course, who take a lot of luck that way. Of course, you can support the channel, of course, by going here and putting your prediction in. Of course, cut the Bundesliga. But you can also go and check out the link down below for this sexy bit of kit. That's right, they're around the streets of Philadelphia right now. Someone from Philadelphia picked up one of these. Of course, it is here in State College, right here, right now, with me. But of course, there's another one out there in the world. So 2 guys have picked one of these up. So make sure you check it all out. You could be strutting a bit of kit, supporting the channel, getting the brand out there, getting Diaz out there, of course. So make sure you check that badger out. Before we get going, of course, I want to showcase this amazing hoodie jumper here. Of course, it is our big bad boy, Broton Diaz, of Blackburn Rovers and La Roca fame. Of course, he is ripping up in the championship these days. And, of course, he could actually kick on to either the Premier League or maybe even La Liga next season. Now, of course, we do have these shirts that are available. They, of course, they do support the channel. And, of course, they also support local artist Ben Hayward, who did design this amazing bit of artwork. So if you want to get involved and help the channel in another way, of course, support a local artist, this is a great place to start. There will be a link to this hoodie in the old description down below. You can get it in, of course, Blackburn Rovers white or blue, and also in, of course, Viva La Roca red here. I have actually sold a couple of these bad boys, so a big shout out to the guys that did purchase this. And again, if you think this is a bit too much for yourself or for your other half or for a member of your family, you could also explore a big bad boy Broton Diaz mug. It is out there as well for a little bit less money there, but of course it also supports the channel in another way. So please make sure you check it all out. It does wonders for the channel, and of course it gets the Diaz face out there. It also gets my little face out there. But anyway, let's kick it on with, of course, the next round of picture predictions. Go in then, shall we? Of course, take a look at the next round of matches. Kick it all off with Dortmund up against Greuther Fürth. Now, this match will take place on Wednesday. Of course, now these two sides have played each other, according to my eyes, around about 4 times to 12. 4 wins and 4 for Dortmund. Nothing for Greuther Fürth, no draws. Of course, Dortmund comes to this, just 1 defeat, that's 4 for them, for the 8% form. Meanwhile, Greuther Fürth, though, are moving. 17% form for them, just 1 win out of 6. That's around over in Dortmund was 3-1 win for Dortmund back in November 2012. It's been a while, guys. It's been a bloody while. Of course, last round, Dortmund did pick up a draw against Bochum. Meanwhile, Greuther Fürth picked up a win over Union Berlin. Look at the odds on this one, though. 10-1 on is your Dortmund, 17-2 is yours, 22-1 is your Greuther Fürth. They're not going to win this one, are they? But they've got their first win. 3-0 win, though, for Dortmund. On this one, Wolfsburg, they're going to be taking on Köln. Of course, that's on Tuesday. So that's tomorrow. Played 31 times in 997. 14 wins for Wolfsburg, 17 wins for Köln, and 10 draws. Wolfsburg are a bit shit in the form right now. 8% form for them right now, losing 5 of them outs against the Köln side. Just 1 win in 6 for them. 42% form for them right now. Smells like a draw already. Of course, last time around over in Wolfsburg was a 1 win for Wolfsburg back in April 2021. Wolfsburg picking up a 2-0 loss against Stuttgart. Of course, Köln picking up a loss against Augsburg. The odds on this one, Wolfsburg even steams for the victory. 35 is your waving and 35 is your draw. Tight this one on the form and the grand scheme of things, but I'm going to give it to Wolfsburg. 2-1 win. They're at home. They're going to do something, aren't they? Next, of course, Leverkusen up against Hoffenheim. Bit at the top of the table crunch clash here. And now these two sides have played 27 times since 2003. 15 wins for Leverkusen, 7 wins for Hoffenheim. We've got 5 draws. Back-to-back defeats though for Leverkusen heading into this. 67% form. Up against Hoffenheim side, just 1 defeat. It's about 6. 83% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round in Leverkusen was a 4-1 win for Leverkusen. In fact, the home side hasn't won this game. The away side hasn't won this game since Hoffenheim beat Leverkusen back in 2018, 4-1. Goodness gracious me. We were Leverkusen coming into this on the back of a 5-2 loss against Frankie. Meanwhile, Freiburg did lose to Hoffenheim last round. Of course, back to back. They've been on a nice bit of run. Of course, their last defeat was a 2-0 shock loss against Bochum. Meanwhile, the odds on this one, we have, what do we have on this? We have Leverkusen 5-4 on for the victory. 3-1 is your away win. 3-1 is your draw. It's tight, though. It is tight. The form suggests tight, but I'm going to go with Leverkusen 3-0 win. To somehow do this. I don't know how, but they're going to do it. Of course, Union Berlin up against Freiburg. Of course, difficult. They're always difficult, Union Berlin. Played 11 times since 2002. 5 wins for Union Berlin, 4 for Freiburg, 2 draws. Of course, Union Berlin just won once to the past 4 games, 58% form. Up against the Freiburg side, who've just won twice in the past 6, 33% form. They're on the slump. Of course, last time around, of course, over in Union Berlin was a 1-1 draw. That's back in October 2020. Of course, Union Berlin picking up a loss against Greuther Fürth last time around. Of course, Freiburg were losing to Hoffenheim last time around. Look at the odds on this one. Union Berlin 7-5 for the victory, 90-10 is your Freiburg, 12-5 is your draw. I'm going to go with the hosts win here. 2-0 win for Union Berlin. Freiburg, they're on the wane. Stuttgart will be next after Gladbach taking on Frankie. That's right. Of course, I think we took Frankfurt's manager, didn't we? That's Alde Hutter up against Oliver Glasner in the dugout. Played each other 43 times since 1982. Of course, 21 wins for Gladbach, 13 wins for Frankfurt, and 9 draws. Of course, Gladbach losing 3 in the bouts for them, 42% form. Up against the Frankfurt side, just 1 defeat, about 6 for them, 67% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round over in Gladbach, over at the Borussia Park, was a 4-0 win for Gladbach. They were actually unbeaten against Frankfurt in the last 6 occasions. Pick up 3 wins and 4 wins and a couple of draws in there. Meanwhile, Gladbach did lose to Leipzig last time. Of course, Frankie picked up a 5-2 win over Leverkusen. 20-19 is your Gladbach. They are your favourites for whatever reason. 14-5 is your, 35 is your away win. It is, of course, Frankie. I'm going with Gladbach. Just because it's hard for me not to 1-0 loss, 1-0 win for them, but of course it could go either way. Stuttgart, they're going to be taking on, of course, Bayern. That's right, on Tuesday, the 14th of December, play each other. Oh goodness, pressed the wrong bloody button. Of course, now these two sides are familiar foes. Played each other 61 times since 1982. 10 wins for Stuttgart, 43 wins for Bayern. And we've got 8 draws, of course. Stuttgart coming to this unbeaten last 3, picking up 2 wins and a draw, 42% form. Up against the Bayern side, winning 5 in the mouts, 83% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round over in Stuttgart was a 3-1 win for Bayern. Of course, Bayern picking up a 2-1 win over Mainz. Of course, Stuttgart picked up a 2-1 win over Wolfsburg. The odds here are Stuttgart 91 for the victory, 41 on is your Bayern. Of course, 11-2 is your draw. He knows 2-1 win for bloody Bayern. Of course, Mainz, they're going to be taking on Hertha Berlin also on Tuesday. Play each other, according to my eyes, around about 34 times since 1993. 8 wins for Mainz, 12 wins for Hertha Berlin, and 14 draws. Just 1 win, though, in 5 for Mainz. 50% form for them right now. Against the Hertha Berlin side, just 1 defeat at the past 5, 42% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round over in Mainz was a 1-1 draw. That was back in May 2021. Mainz picked up a 2-1 loss against Bayern last round. Of course, Hertha picked up a 2-1 win over Bielefeld. Look at the odds on this one. 5-4 on is your Mainz, 7-2 is your win. That's Hertha Berlin, 30-5 is draw. Go with the host here. 2-0 win for Mainz on this one. Augsburg, they're going to be taking on, of course, course, Leipzig, of course, new manager in the taking over the reins there. Domenico Tedesco coming in. Of course, up against Augsburg. Played 14 times since 2011. 3 wins at Augsburg, 8 wins for Leipzig, and 3 draws. Just 1 defeat to pass, 4 for Augsburg. 58% form up against the Leipzig, winning 3 and losing 3 of the last 6. 50% form for them right now. Of course, that's around over in Augsburg was a 3-0 win for Leipzig. And of course, Leipzig have actually won 6 on the bounce against Augsburg over all competitions, including the DFB Pokal. Of course, Augsburg picking up a 2-0 win over Köln last round. Leipzig picking up a 4-1 win over Gladbach. Look at the odds on this one. We have Augsburg 11-2 for the victory, 29 on is your Leipzig, and 54 is your draw. 3-0 win Leipzig on this one, takes to the house. Of course, move up the table as well. And then finally, we have, of course, Bielefeld up against Bochum. Of course, now these two sides have played each other 33 times since 1995. 10 wins for Bielefeld, 30 wins for Bochum, and 10 draws. Just 1 win and 6 though for Bielefeld right now. 32% form up against the Bochum side. Just 1 to beat past 5 for them. 58% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round over in Bielefeld was a 2-0 win for Bielefeld. That was back in January 2020 in the Zweite Bundesliga. Of course, Bielefeld picking up a loss against Hertha. Bochum picking up a draw against Dortmund. Of course, look at the odds on this one. We do have, where are we? 29 to 20 is your Bielefeld, 90 to 10 is your Bochum, and 12 to 5 is draw. It's quite tight on that one. It could go either way. Smells like a draw. I've gone with the draw myself. 1-1 in the end. That's right. That's my picks. Of course, be sure to give you a loving. Smash your thumbs up. Smash your subscribe. Of course, make sure you get picks in using the link there. Cut before slash Bundesliga. That, my friends, is just about that. Be sure to get, of course, check out the links. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, Patreon as well. You can support the channel another way by checking that out as well. Also, check out the link for the merch, the hoodie, the mug, all out there. And of course, that'd be absolutely fantastic for yourselves. Treat yourself. It's a good bit of kit. Keeps you warm out there, especially if you are in Germany, in the mountains, or wherever you are in the world. It's a good bit of kit. Gets DS's face out there, gets Overseas out there, and of course, it does support channel in another way. I do appreciate it, guys. But that's it, my friends. Until then, guys, we are donezo.